More than 70% of packaged foods in the US now contain added sugars. Whether it's a loaf of bread, a granola bar, or a seemingly healthy yogurt, sugar is everywhere. So how can we possibly avoid consuming it and reduce its detrimental health effects? Let's dive into the science of sugar to discover what it's doing to our bodies and uncover 5 science-backed strategies to quit sugar and stop its negative health effects for good. Over 60% of adults experience daily sugar cravings. In fact, in one famous study, researchers found that 94% of rats choose sugar water over cocaine. So why do we crave it so much? Well, the answer can be found in our evolution. For our ancestors, sugar was a rare and precious resource. Sweet foods like fruits or honey were an essential source of energy. However, in today's world, even when sugar is abundant, that evolutionary craving still persists inside us. Each time we consume sugar, our bodies reward us with the release of dopamine, the feel-good neurotransmitter. But the more we consume, the less dopamine our brain releases in response, meaning we need to eat even more sugar to get the same feel-good hit. Given that Americans now consume on average 17 teaspoons of sugar per day, what does this do to our health? Well, unfortunately, it affects nearly every system in the body. When you consume sugar, your body breaks it down into glucose, which enters the bloodstream and is used as energy. But consuming too much sugar overwhelms our metabolism, leading to a host of health problems from depression to our bodies aging faster. Here are some of the top issues it can cause. Number 1. Energy levels. The rapid increase in blood glucose levels creates an energy spike, which is then followed by a crash. Your body becomes stuck in a cycle of highs and lows. Over time, this can lead to chronic fatigue, as your body struggles to maintain stable energy levels. Number 2. Depression. Sugar's effect on mood is well documented. While it can give you a temporary high, the crash that follows often leaves you feeling worse than before. Over time, this cycle can contribute to mood disorders like anxiety, and many studies have found a correlation between high sugar diets and an increased risk of depression. Number 3. Weight gain. Sugar is high in calories but low in nutritional value, meaning it provides empty calories. When we consume more sugar than our body can use for immediate energy, it gets stored as fat. Moreover, sugar consumption triggers the release of insulin, a hormone that promotes fat storage, particularly around the abdomen. Number 4. Brain fog. Studies, including those by Dr. Kimber L. Stanhope, shows that it can impair cognitive abilities and memory. This happens because of inflammation in the brain, which disrupts the communication between neurons. This can contribute to cognitive decline and even increase the risk of diseases like Alzheimer's. Number 5. Heart health. Excessive sugar consumption is linked to high blood pressure and increased levels of LDL cholesterol that contributes to heart disease. According to Dr. Robert Lustig, consuming too much can lead to chronic inflammation, which is a major risk factor for cardiovascular diseases. Number 6. Diabetes. Sugar plays a direct role in the development of type 2 diabetes. When we consume large amounts, our pancreas has to produce more insulin to help manage the glucose in our bloodstream. Over time, this constant demand on the pancreas can lead to insulin resistance, where the body's cells become less responsive to insulin. As a result, blood sugar levels remain elevated, which can eventually lead to diabetes. Number 7. Faster aging. When sugar enters the bloodstream, it binds to proteins in a process known as glycation. Glycation damages collagen and elastin, the proteins responsible for keeping your skin firm and youthful. This accelerates the aging of your skin, leading to wrinkles and sagging. So the evidence is clear. Sugar affects nearly every system in the body, but does it matter if we consume natural sugars or processed added sugars? While both types of sugar ultimately end up as glucose in the bloodstream, the way our bodies process them and their impact on our health can be very different. Let's start with natural sugars, of which there are 3 types. Fructose, which is naturally found in fruits and some vegetables. Lactose, a natural sugar found in dairy products. Glucose, which is present in many natural foods, often as part of a larger carbohydrate structure. These natural sugars generally include fiber, vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants, which help our bodies metabolize them in a slower, more controlled way. Processed added sugars, on the other hand, are sugars that are added to foods and have little nutritional value and are just empty calories. The most common types are sucrose, which is added to a wide range of processed foods, desserts, and sugary drinks. High fructose corn syrup, common in soft drinks, candies, and many packaged goods. Honey, maple syrup, and agave syrup. Though these are natural, they're often used as sweeteners and can be considered added sugars when used outside their natural context. These processed added sugars are rapidly absorbed by the body, causing a quick spike in blood glucose levels followed by an insulin surge. So the key difference between natural and added sugars lies in how the body processes them. For example, an apple contains fructose, but it also contains fiber, which slows down the absorption of sugar into the bloodstream, preventing sugar spikes. In contrast, added sugars, which are stripped of fiber, are absorbed quickly, leading to a rapid rise in blood sugar and insulin levels. Cutting out sugar is no easy task, especially when it's so deeply ingrained in our food culture. But with these science-based strategies, we can help you drastically lower your sugar intake and reduce its negative health effects for good. Number 1. Avoid carbs or eat them last. If you can, reduce your overall carbohydrate intake such as breads, pasta, cereals, chips, and desserts. But if you can't, try eating them last after you have first eaten your fiber and protein. Research has shown that this order of eating can significantly reduce glucose spikes due to the fiber and protein slowing down the absorption of sugar. It also helps you feel fuller faster, reducing the likelihood of reaching for the carbohydrates afterwards. Number 2. Choose savory foods. Many of us tend to grab sugary foods for our breakfast or a quick snack between meals. Instead, opt for protein-rich and healthy fat options to help stabilize blood sugar throughout the day. Try replacing cereals and pastries with savory items like eggs, avocado, nuts, or cheese. Number 3. Move after eating. Physical activity after meals helps your muscles absorb glucose, reducing blood sugar spikes. Even a short walk after dinner can make a big difference in how your body processes sugar. Number 4. Coffee after meals. Drinking coffee on an empty stomach can cause a significant spike in blood sugar levels. By having your coffee after a meal, you can mitigate this effect and prevent the blood sugar roller coaster that often comes with caffeine. And number 5. Stay hydrated. Often, sugar cravings are actually a sign of dehydration. Drinking plenty of water throughout the day can help regulate your appetite and reduce cravings for sugary foods. Okay, so what happens to your body when you follow these steps and heavily reduce your sugar intake? Well, one of the first things you'll notice is a dramatic improvement in your energy levels. You won't feel the midday slump that often comes after a sugary snack or meal. Many people also report feeling sharper and more focused. This is because stable blood sugar levels provide consistent energy to the brain, avoiding the brain fog that often accompanies high sugar diets. You will also notice weight loss, particularly a reduction in belly fat. Without the constant influx of sugar, your body starts burning fat for fuel, a process called ketosis. After a few weeks, your taste buds begin to adapt. Foods that once tasted bland will begin to taste sweeter, and your desire for sugary snacks will decrease. Also, inflammation will begin to reduce throughout your body. Chronic inflammation is linked to a host of diseases, including heart disease, diabetes, and cancer. So by cutting out sugar, you're giving your body the chance to heal and repair. And finally, you should start to feel more emotionally balanced and less prone to mood swings. The journey to reducing sugar isn't easy, but it's one worth taking. By implementing small, manageable changes like starting your meals with vegetables, choosing savory foods, and staying hydrated, you can reduce your sugar intake and reap the benefits of a healthier, more vibrant life. Thanks for watching. Stay curious and subscribe to our channel for more sciencey stuff.